I got some really good news to tell you guys today. LeBron James has announced that he will be funding the college education of 2,300 inner city Akron children through his LeBron James Family Foundation. Now, as a person who grew up in Akron, Ohio, who graduated from North High School, who goes to the University of Akron and is about a year away from having a bachelor's in engineering, it really warms my heart when I see something like this. You know, at the end of the day, basketball is just a sport. It's a form of entertainment, and you know that's about it. But when people have the resources available to them to do whatever they want, and they do something like this to make the world a better place, it's the saying, not all heroes wear capes. LeBron James is one of those heroes. He's such a great all-around person that I don't get how someone can hate this guy. I first started hearing about LeBron James about the time I was in middle school. I attended Jennings, and I was actually the last 8th grade class to come out of the old building before they put the kids into the new building the next year. Just a fun fact about myself. And I remember everyone was excited and ecstatic that this guy who's from the inner city of Akron, when I mean inner city, Akron, Ohio has a lot of nice areas, has a lot of middle class or working class areas, and it has some very, very rough neighborhoods. And LeBron James' neighborhood is probably within the top 3 most dangerous neighborhoods in Akron. And a lot of the people that are from that neighborhood, they don't really go far in life, and it's tragic. But for him to overcome all the obstacles of his environment and look at him today, it's inspirational. And it's even more heartwarming and inspirational once you find out how much he does for the local community. LeBron James is worth, from what I looked up, around $500 million, and he makes around $70 million a year. So he can literally go wherever he wants to go on the planet Earth. But within this last year, I read an article about him actually, not only was he using his money and his resources, but he was using he was actually out there himself helping repair and renovate housing for low-income residents. I mean, he was out there with a shovel, like literally doing work all day to help people who are less fortunate. This is a man that could be on the, he has enough money to be on one of those space flights in low Earth orbit, but he'd rather help people who are less fortunate. I mean, there was another story where he actually gave away 1,000 bicycles. This happened when I was in, I want to say the 8th or 9th grade. And there's like these motorcycle-shaped bicycles, and he literally just gave them away to kids who were less fortunate. And I remember a lot of my friends got some, and I remember they were sort of hard to ride, but they looked pretty badass. And then there was another instance where he literally donated, I want to say 2,000 or 3,000 brand new computers to Akron public schools. I mean, this guy is changing the lives of the residents within the city. Now let's get back to this LeBron James scholarship. So the first high school graduating class that is eligible for this will be in 2021. So 6 years from now. And then the scholarship is a 4-year scholarship. So let's say within a decade, you'll start to see the first batch of kids, or actually they'll be adults by then, coming out of college with their bachelor's degrees. And not only will they be able to uplift themselves and better themselves by being educated and hopefully getting a good paying job or whatever, but 2,300 kids from the inner city becoming educated adults will be a game changer in a lot of these communities. One of the biggest obstacles for people that come from a lower socioeconomic status is by far education. It's very hard for someone that doesn't have parents or people around them that have attended college or have done things that have put them in a, let's say, middle class or, higher socioeconomic status. A lot of times they simply just can't afford to pay for the college applications or go on trips to see different colleges that they might be able to get into. I mean, I know a lot of kids whose parents don't own cars because they don't make enough to own a car. And that can limit the opportunity for a lot of kids. But LeBron James is pretty much saying, hey, I've made it out, and I want to make sure that people who come from, you know, my kind of background or whatever will be able to, or will be given the opportunity to do something or to better themselves in life. And as a Akron resident and as a person who's about to graduate from the University of Akron, I wanted to say, if LeBron James is somehow watching this video, thank you very much. I thank you for doing what you do for the city of Akron and for the kids within this city, because every time I hear about something like this, gives me more of a reason to like LeBron James. I mean, it's just, I don't understand how people can hate this guy. He's like a hero. But that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below about this, and enjoy your evening.